Hey, this is John and Edmund here to give a quick tutorial on how to use Pocket Poll. This mobile application's purpose is to help users create events and group settings in a fair and all-inclusive manner. To break down how this works, Edmund and I will walk you through a mock scenario for using this application.
The scenario we are going to follow is a group of freshmen in college that have just recently met. They are all new to the area and don't know each other well enough yet to know each other's preferences.
This makes planning group lunches hard. Everyone has class at different times throughout the morning, so it is hard to have everyone texting at the same time to figure out where to go. In addition, a few of the people are shy and don't want to challenge a group decision once it has been made, even if they don't like it.
The solution to all of this is Pocket Poll. It allows users to create groups amongst other users. It then allows users to define categories with many different choices. Users can rate all the choices for a category, and then, leveraging saved groups and saved choice preferences, the app can quickly and fairly suggest mutually good choice options for an activity.
Let's dive into this on the app. First, I'm going to create a new account. I'm going to sign up using my university email. Once I'm signed in, I can set some basic settings like my nickname and my user icon. There are also some other settings down here that affect the overall use of the app. Once I save, I'll end up on the home page, and as you can see, I'm not part of any groups yet. If I wanted to create a new group, I could click the Add button at the bottom right corner of this page.
Luckily, I've already created a group, and I've added everyone to it except for John, so let me add him now. First, I'll click on the group I want to add him to, Freshman Friends. Then, I'm going to click on the Setting button in the top right corner. Next, I use the Add Members tool to add him by his username. This addition to the group gets finalized when I return to the Settings page.
Now, as you can see on my screen, I've just been added to his group. Thanks, Edmund. If you remember our scenario, our group of friends is having difficulty choosing where to go to lunch. To resolve this, we need to create a category containing all of our food options. I'll do that now. I can navigate to my categories via the menu in the top left of the homepage, and then selecting the My Categories tab. Then I click the plus button to create a category. I'll name this category something like lunch options, and then I'll set some USC favorites like Beezer's, Cool Beans, Moe's, Sahara's, and the Wired Cafe. I can go ahead and rate these while I'm creating the category too. For example, I think Beezer's is the best sub shop in Columbia, so I'll set that to a 5. However, I don't like going to Swearingen, so I'll put the Wired Cafe at a 2. Now I'll save the category. The last caveat to the categories is that you must attach them to the group you want to use them in so that all of the other group members can see the category, set their ratings for the choices, and create events with it as the focus. To add the category to the group, first I need to navigate to the group settings page. This is the same place you saw Edmund add me as a group member earlier. Just above the Add Remove Members tool, there's a Select Categories for Group tool. Clicking on this, I can add my new category. Once I go back to the settings page, my changes will lock in for everyone.
Now when I go to look at the group settings, I'll be able to see John's category. So let me go do that now so I can rate the choices. I also like Beezer's, but not as much as I like Cool Beans, so I'm going to rate Cool Beans at a 5, and then Beezer's at a 4.
Now we've got all the setup needed to plan our lunch. First, I go into the group I want to make the event in. Then I click on the Add button on the Events page. Here, I'll set the name of the event to Demo Lunch. Then I can choose that category that I made and attach to this group. I'll set the date for tomorrow, and I'll set the time for 12:30. There are two durations down here that affect the decision process. The consider duration is how long you want the other group members to be able to set their ratings before the real decision making starts. After the consider duration has expired, it is time to vote. We have an algorithm that looks at all the users being considered and outputs an optimal top 3 choices for the group decision. These 3 options are not necessarily the mathematically best every time, as we believe a little variety helps to keep events interesting. On that note, we have this voting stage here so that there is still an opportunity to veto a choice. Essentially, to avoid having our app tell a group to do the same thing many days in a row, there is flexibility for the users to take control via the vote. Now I'll create the event.
And as you can see, I've just gotten a notification that a new event has been created in the group. I can go look at the event details, and I'll see that this event is using a category I've already rated my choices for, so I don't need to do anything until it's time to vote.
We'll jump forward in time until after the consideration has expired. As you can see, it's time to vote. This means our algorithm has done its thing and given us our 3 choices to vote upon. For me, I like Beezers, and I'm fine with Cool Beans. But I'd rather not have Modes tomorrow since that's what I had today.
For me, I would also like Beezers. But I'm not in the mood for Cool Beans, though I would be okay with Moe's.
And now we're going to skip in time again until after the voting duration has ended. As you can see, the voting has ended, and Beezers is our choice. This makes sense, as Edmund and I are the only 2 voting, and we both voted yes for Beezers. And at this point, if I wanted to, I could add this event to my calendar by clicking this button here. And that's a quick tutorial of how to use Pocket Poll. Thanks for watching!